took the head off. You want us to get it all off?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I killed it already, so 1, 2, and 3. Man, you're quick. It's done.
Everybody almost over 14 was being charged as an adult. Part of them is still functioning like children, and on the other hand, they're accused of these very, very serious adult crimes, and they're supposed to understand everything about court, because once you're being tried as an adult, they no longer involve your parents the way they would in juvenile court. I wanted to prevent the whole situation if I could. There just was no money in any kind of social service programs at all, and there was still money for healthcare programs. So I was trying to think where medical care and the needs of that population would intersect, and then the answer turned out to be tattoo removal.
Oh, damn.
I just appreciate being free, because I see a lot of people out here that never been to prison, right? But they're still stuck in their own prison, right? And then the big bone short in the back of your neck. I understand that a lot of people have been abused in their lives, right? But hurt people. They don't understand really what they're doing.
My dad and all them, they're all from the hood. So when I was born in it. It was a normality for me. My reality was normal to grow up with, like 12 years old, I got a gun, I'm selling drugs, I'm stealing cars. And then this is all my mom. And my dead brothers right here. This is just, my whole arm is a cemetery, basically.
There was no hope for lifers to get out. So I kind of threw in my hope. I threw in the towel on my hope. I'm gonna die in prison, I'm never gonna get out. You just become so absorbed in the environment where you don't even remember why you're in prison.
Coming up on 3-year released lifer. I have a very dark past. Did things that I shouldn't have for reasons I shouldn't have. For a minute, I thought, honestly, I was going to die old, alone, and still male in prison.
How many are you planning on getting removed? Is it just these 2 or?
Yeah, my next eyebrows, I'm gonna do my chest, I'm gonna do my stomach.
Are you doing, you're doing almost all of that?
Several tattoos that I got to survive inside that no longer fit my personality or my gender identity. And so they allowed me to come in and have those removed. And I've been coming ever since.
Tattoo removal is very important, but it's not the only thing we do. It's the most visible thing we do. It's the thing that attracts the most attention, because it is extremely difficult to find low-cost tattoo removal in the city of Los Angeles.
DACA had just come out, and I was, undocumented. I wasn't able to apply for, for college after I had graduated. It was so difficult. You go out your whole life, speaking the language, living here, and then to get to the point in high school where you have to apply and you're like, hey mom, what's my social? It's like, you don't have one. And it's like that pain you feel, and like you can't continue with your education. And I got good grades. I was in the National Honor Society. So to get to the point to have a good GPA and not be able to apply, it was so hard. It was so hard.
I had a family visit scheduled when Lifer could still get family visit. That morning, I stabbed somebody. That afternoon, my wife and my daughter show up, and my daughter goes, Dad. She put her hand on the glass, non-contact visit, and she goes, why can't I touch you? She goes, you could have had somebody else do that. You didn't have to stab him. You could have ordered somebody else to do it. And it's like, you don't know. She goes, yeah, I do know. She said, do you love me? And I said, of course I love you. She goes, no, you don't. You care more about the fellas than you care about me. And the reality of it was, she was telling the truth. So that was that moment that started my thinking changing. And maybe I need to reevaluate what I'm doing.
my nephew got murdered in front of me. It was gang related. There was a fight. He got shot. I did a shooting. I went to prison, and the whole time my family suffered. You know what I mean? I lost my house and everything. Nobody was paying my bills. The hood wasn't paying my bills. I wasn't there to pay the bills. Sometimes it takes tragedy for people to get on the right path.
Definitely.
Or to lose everything. Because once you hit rock bottom, all you can do is look up.
Go up, yeah.
That's all you can do is look up. Or you can stay. End up in a tent right here by the 710 freeway.
Tattoo removal. I was a patient. And the only reason why I decided to do tattoo removal was because one of the engineers at Hughes, when I was working there, he threw his badge at me and he's like, "Fix this, Martha." And that's because he was looking at my name and my chest. We were putting people up in the moon, you know, at that company where I was working at. And after I did the tattoo removal, I didn't know that it was holding me back from getting promotions. So after I removed my tattoos, I was removed to the executive building. I got promoted left and right, and my life changed.
And then, you know, the executive director, Rosemarie, she motivated. She was like a mom. Like, she is like a mom, so focused on it. Like, okay, she's like, you qualify for DACA, but she's like, in order for us to get it in and for you not to have illegal presence, you have to submit it before you turn 18. So here we are rushing with the paperwork because no other agency that would handle that kind of paperwork would take us, because we were asking to expedite the process, to expedite the case. So me and her just got on the computer and typed it up ourselves, and we're like, it doesn't matter. She's like, if they send it back, at least your application is already in. So
I'm covered with tattoos. I'm going bald. If I concentrate very well, my voice sounds somewhat feminine, at least androgynous. It surprised me just how well accepted I was in the community when I came out. With each passing day, I just feel more and more myself. I love the person I have become. I have a lot of friends. I have extended family. I'm happy for the first time in my life. So, you know, I'm lucky. I'm blessed.
You know, the things we got to do when we got out here, and it's like when we had that, I opened that nonprofit restaurant in Hollywood, and I had nothing but guys from the Franciscan house, all murderers. I had 9 guys working for me, and they said CNN and LA Times and Channel 2, Channel 9, they all, you know, during the interview, they interviewed me on a grand opening. They said, we want to ask, what kind of experience did you have running a restaurant before this? I said, robbing them.
Yeah.
I said, no, we're serious. I said, so am I.
Yeah.
Next day, a whole bunch of women came in. You're Philip. I said, yes, I am. Welcome to Redemption Foods. They said, we won't get robbed. I said, no, you won't. I've got the best security system money can buy. 9 convicted murderers. What it did is we used those moments to educate the public.
Yes.
That even though we made a mistake, we did something really horrific.
Yes.
But there was something salvageable about us. Hurt people hurt people. Heal people heal people. So until we can heal our own traumas and our own hurts, we can't help anybody else.